Myself K.M. Rupnawar from TC College Baramati, and today I will start the new section of paper CHA 5304 Analytical Spectroscopy. In this paper, there are two sections. Section number 1, Spectroscopic Techniques, already started by GSB, and section 2 is Raman, Luminescence and NMR Study, which I will start from today. In second section, the syllabus is as there are 3 chapters and section is for 24 lectures. Chapter 1 is chemiluminescence for 6 lectures. Second chapter is fluorescence and phosphorescence, which is for 6 lectures. And third chapter is nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy, which is for 12 lectures. Almost 50% weightage is for NMR spectroscopy. In NMR spectroscopy, there are 3 types of spectroscopies given in our book: H1 NMR, carbon 13 NMR, and the 2-dimensional NMR spectroscopy. This is the syllabus. Now, in first chapter, we are going to see several points as follows. First one is the introduction. Second one is the principle of chemiluminescence, types of chemiluminescence, measurement of chemiluminescence, chemiluminescent apparatus, quantitative chemiluminescence, gas phase chemiluminescence, chemiluminescent titrations, and the electrochemiluminescence. All these points are given in our book in detail. R.D. Brown book is the reference book which is useful for study of these topics. Then introduction. In introduction, main word is luminescence. As you know, the definition of luminescence, it is the emission of a light. And definition is written, I have here. Luminescence is a spontaneous emission of light by a substance not resulting from heat, or it is also called as a cold light. Means without any effort or without providing any type of the energy, the substance spontaneously emits energy, and this emitted energy is called as, or the emitted light is called as a luminescence. It is thus a form of cold body radiation. It can be caused by chemical reactions, electrical energy, and the subatomic motions. Here are the types of luminescence. There are several types, around 10, but I have written only 6 types here, which are useful for our next study. First one is a chemiluminescence. Chemiluminescence observes in the chemical reactions. Here, the emission of light occurs due to some chemical reactions. Second one is a bioluminescence. Bioluminescence which occurs in the living organisms, and in living organisms some biochemical reactions occurs. For example, fire fleas, in Marathi this is called as a kazwa. Then third point is electrochemiluminescence. Obviously, electrochemiluminescence occurs due to the electricity passed through a substance. That time there is the emission of light. Fourth one is the electrochemiluminescence, a result of a electrochemical reaction. That means the luminescence occurs in the electrochemical reactions, or the emission of light occurs during the electrochemical reactions. Fifth type is a radioluminescence. Obviously, this type of luminescence occurs in the nuclear radiations or nuclear reactions. This is a result of bombardment by ionizing radiations, as a proton, neutron, or the alpha particle bombarded on any substance. At that time, there is a product formation and some amount of energy is liberated, which is written in the form of H mu or neutrino, or in the form of gamma radiations. This emitted energy is called as a luminescent light. Or the next point is a photoluminescence, a result of absorption of photons. After absorption of photons, electron goes from a ground state to the excited state and then comes to the ground state with loss of some amount of energy, and the photon is emitted. This emitted photon is called as a luminescent photon. That's why the method is called as a photoluminescence. Again, there are several types like a chemiluminescence or mechanoluminescence, then the thermoluminescence, and so on. Here are the types of photoluminescence, fluorescence, and the phosphorescence, which we are going to learn in detail. Here, fluorescence means photoluminescence occurs when there is a transition from singlet to singlet electronic state and then relaxation from excited singlet state to the singlet ground state, and the lifetime of the species in the excited state is very short or very less, which is in nanoseconds. In the phosphorescence, the photoluminescence occurs from triplet to singlet state, and there is a electronic relaxation from triplet to singlet state, and in the excited state lifetime of the species is millisecond to the hours. Here, by saying you didn't get that singlet to singlet state and the triplet to singlet state. In next lecture, I will explain in detail what is meant by singlet to singlet excitation or the relaxation, or triplet to singlet relaxation or the excitation by using the Jablonski diagram. Jablonski diagram shows all types of photoluminescence processes like ground state singlet, which is called as S0, excited state is called as a first excited state S1, then there is a relaxation, vibrational relaxation, then molecule comes to the, or the excited electron comes to the triplet excited state, then comes from triplet to the ground state. When S0 to S1 transition, S1 to triplet transition, and then molecules come to the ground state, this is called as a phosphorescence, and phosphorescence is a time consuming process, but fluorescence is the speedy process, or the time required for the fluorescence is very short. Molecule goes from ground state to the excited state, and in a few nanoseconds it comes to the ground state. This is called, and there is a luminescence of light or the emission of light, this is called as a fluorescence.